Good evening, growers and glowers. My name is Jordan, and I have a video for you guys today. And this video is going to be called Give It Your All. Give God your all. Try caring. Try caring and see what happens. You know, it can be easy to dissociate yourself when you're not in your ideal circumstance. But what I've learned is this is God humbling you. This is God teaching you to be humble. This is a chance for you to bow. You know, bow to God and say, you know what? This isn't necessarily where I want to be at. This isn't necessarily my ideal plan, but I know that you have a plan. Trust me, it can be easy to check out and to not give something your energy because you feel like you don't belong there. You feel like you're better than that. No one's better than anything. The way to rise to the top, the way to get to where your goals are, the way to get to your destiny is to start from the bottom. Start humbly. You know, imagine you were in preschool and you're like, well, I'm too good to learn how to count to 100, or I'm too good to learn how to count. Then you'd never be able to do algebra. You'd never be able to do math. You'd never be able to graduate. You'd never be able to do a lot of things. You know, you gotta humble yourself before the Lord, and He has His way of doing that. So if you're a janitor at a school and you're like, man, this sucks. I don't want to do this same thing every day. While you're there, why not try to be the best janitor to ever live? Why not try to be the best? Why not try to come at it with positivity? Why not put your all into where you're at? Because then when you get off work or when you're on the weekend, you will still carry that same energy with you. You will still carry that giving it your all with you. Let me tell you, that is very, very contagious to the other aspects and the other areas of your life. You know, I've been guilty of it myself because I'm not necessarily where I want to be at. But am I where God wants me? Of course, or I wouldn't be there. God has a way of ordaining your steps. I'm where I should be. I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. So why do I find myself in moments not giving it my absolute all, or not trying as hard as I could, but rather planning on the side? I'll find myself oftentimes planning on the side. All right, what am I going to do? What are the plans? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to brainstorm and to have your own ideas while you're working, maybe when you have times here and there for your own thoughts. But when you're just disrespecting the position that you're in, it's not even a disrespect to that. It's not even just a disrespect to that. It's not even just a disrespect to your employer. It's not only just a disrespect to you, but it's a disrespect to God to not give it your all. You know, you might not like your job at all, but try to be present. Because when you're there and you're just like, whatever, I'll just get through this day, you become lackluster, and you think that's not going to follow you home? You think that's not going to affect your relationships? You think that's not going to affect the people around you? Let me tell you, you are wrong. That's gonna make you lackadaisical. You might have your dreams, you might have your goals, and they are very well still alive. No matter what, if you're still alive, God has a plan and a purpose for you. But are you gonna get there by being lackadaisical? Are you gonna get there by slacking off at your job just because, well, this isn't my dream? I'm still chasing my dream. I'm still let's say you're in school You're not going to give your school your heart. You're not going to study hard. You're not going to study as hard when you at work. You're just slacking off. It's what you're expressing yourself to be in that moment. So just try it out, man. Just try it out. I'm not saying absolutely like bow to this job and allow it to become your identity. But get the Midas touch. You know, I wrote this today. Get the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold. I don't know if you guys know that song. It's an old school song. Have the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold, because that's God working through you. You know, don't allow everything that touches you, your circumstances touch you, to turn you to stone. Man, be the best. Strive to be the best. I get it. You don't want to be in the Matrix. I get it. You don't want to work for the man. I get it. You don't want to work a 9-to-5 job right now. But if that's where you're at, you can still be the best version of yourself. And what's this going to do? Man, your employers are going to be like, man, he's a good worker. That might get you better connections. That might allow you to move up in your company. That might allow you to have more confidence in yourself, to be able to. But it's important, no matter what, you know, to bring your best. You know, give it your best. And at least try it. Try giving your best. Try caring. You know, it might not be where you want to be. It might not be your dream. But give it your all, because that's going to sharpen you. That's good. That's going to come back positively. Just because you don't like your job doesn't mean check out completely. That'll hurt you. It'll hurt you in other aspects of your life. Keep dropping this thing. It'll hurt you in other aspects of your life if you just don't try. You know, if you can't give it your all there, how are you going to give it your all somewhere that you do like? Better yet, if you give something your all that you don't necessarily like to do, but you give it your all, what's that gonna do for you outside of work? What's that gonna do for you in the kingdom? You know, show God that you're gonna give it your all. He's the ultimate one who is our ultimate boss. So I felt God speak to me in this area, and I just thought I'd share it. Sorry, I dropped the phone a couple times. I have it in a secure location, so my eyes are on the road. You know, we want to stay safe. Safety is always the number one priority, guys. God's obviously the number one priority overall, and God wants us to be safe. So stay safe, guys. It was a pleasure speaking to you today. And, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Check down below for our Facebook, Instagram. There's multiple different areas where you can find the Glowing Globe. If our content helps you, make sure you share it. We love that. But yeah, I want to challenge you that, man. Like, sure, you don't like your job. You don't like waiting tables. You don't like running a register. You don't like driving Uber. You might not like your job, but you can find a way. You can find a way to appreciate the present moment and for it to benefit you and other aspects of your life. So stay encouraged, stay focused, keep your eyes on God, and He will ordain your steps. Make sure you follow Him. So I want to challenge you guys that. Try to care. See what happens. Love you guys.